So the idea behind green maths is that it taps into this current conversation about the sustainability and the environment and water conservation and so on. And these are ideas that are often underpinned by mathematical facts and described in mathematical ways. So we think that we can use that conversation, tap into it, and use it to introduce the concepts of fractions and proportions and percentages, decimals, and so on, and so that people can make sense of it in ways that are, well, very real in their own lives.
In terms of trying to get them to engage, the most important thing is to try to get them to do an experiment. But to try to do an experiment immediately, that's physical and engaging. So for example, everyone knows their shoe size. So you can quite easily start by gathering data in the classroom to find out what shoe sizes people have, and then to try and put that into summarising the statistics. What I've done in a class even as big as 70 people, 70 adults, is to get them to get ranked ordered from the smallest shoe size to the largest shoe size. So immediately they have an idea of the scatter of the numbers. And then once they've arranged themselves in order, which is the first thing you do with any data, then it's possible for them to bunch themselves into categories and to make a human bar chart. So immediately you've leaped on to what the mode of the data is. So they have some idea where the centre of the data is. It's very easy then as well to get a median. So symmetry is the key thing, finding the middle of anything. So if you fold a piece of paper, that's the most natural way of thinking about a middle. So you can do that with a bunch of numbers quite easily, because you can get the participants to count from 1 up to the top number, say there's 13 people, and then to count from the 13th person back down to the first person in reverse order. And where those numbers overlap, that's where the middle is. So immediately you have an equivalent of something that they understand in terms of paper folding and an idea that that's the middle as well. So they then have 2 measures of the middle, and they have some measure of the scatter. And they're the 2 key concepts in summary statistics. And they've done it in an engaging way and in a way that makes sense to them. Now I've used the same thing in green mathematics, where we do an ecological survey of how they're living, and that works quite well. But concept before calculation, because the key thing is that they have some idea that this might be useful to them, so that when they go doing the calculations or getting Excel to do the calculations or whatever it happens to be, they understand what the concept is, because that's the crucially important thing.